Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Naurin. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. Over 700 national security leaders support Harris against Trump. Trump says he wants to run again in 2028 if he loses in November. Biden holds squad leaders to strengthen maritime security efforts. Mayor Adams and Commissioner Tish honor fallen sanitation worker. Birmingham nightclub shooting leaves 4 dead, 17 injured in mass attack. John Mulaney and Olivia Munn announce birth of their second child amid health challenges. UN approves Pact for the Future to address global issues. Bomb attack on diplomatic convoy in Pakistan kills police officer. Sri Lanka's Anura Kumara Dissanayake wins historic presidential election. At least 31 dead in Iran coal mine blast. Stones rescues Manchester City with late equalizer against a 10-man Arsenal. And Messi's Inter Miami held to a frustrating draw by New York City FC. You are listening to Headlines Now News in detail. A letter signed by more than 700 current and former national security officials endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris, highlighting concerns about former President Donald J. Trump. The letter, organized by National Security Leaders for America, included prominent figures such as former Secretaries of State and Defense ambassadors and retired generals. The signatories claimed that only Harris has the temperament and values needed for effective leadership as Commander-in-Chief. They asserted that Trump poses a significant threat to national security and democracy. Notable supporters included former Defense Secretaries Chuck Hagel, William Cohen, and William J. Perry, along with former Secretaries of State Hillary Clinton and John Kerry. The letter stated this election is a choice between serious leadership and impulsiveness. Vice President Harris defends democratic ideals while former President Trump endangers them. It emphasized the importance of experience and rational decision-making in leadership. Trump's campaign had not responded immediately to requests for comment. As the election approaches, the support for Harris highlights growing concerns over national security among influential leaders. Former President Donald Trump stated on September 22, 2024 that he does not plan to run for office again in 4 years if he loses the upcoming November election. In an interview with Cheryl Atkinson, Trump expressed, "I don't see that at all," emphasizing his hope for success in the current race. When asked about potential cabinet appointments if he wins a second term, Trump did not dismiss the possibility of including figures like former Representative Tulsi Gabbard, tech billionaire Elon Musk, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He praised Kennedy for his focus on health and environmental issues and called Gabbard a common-sense person who would be an excellent addition. Trump acknowledged Musk's strong endorsement and suggested that the tech mogul could help reduce government waste. Although Trump had previously mentioned that he did not expect Musk to serve in his cabinet due to his business commitments, he floated the idea of Musk consulting on government efficiency. As the election approaches, Trump remains focused on issues of cost cutting and efficiency in government. Leaders from Australia, India, Japan, and the United States announced expanded maritime security cooperation during a meeting hosted by outgoing U.S. President Joe Biden. The Quad leaders met near Biden's Delaware hometown, emphasizing their commitment to joint security efforts in Asia's trade-rich waters. Biden highlighted the importance of the Quad as a key achievement in his foreign policy before leaving office after the November 5 election. The leaders revealed plans for joint Coast Guard operations next year, which will involve personnel from Australia, Japan, and India working alongside the U.S. Coast Guard. They also discussed increased military logistics cooperation, although specific locations for the Coast Guard activities were not mentioned. While the White House stated the summit was not directed at any other country, Biden began discussions with a focus on China. In a joint statement, the leaders condemned coercive and intimidating maneuvers in the South China Sea, although they did not directly name China. Analysts noted that these new initiatives signal a shift in the Quad's focus towards security concerns in response to China's actions. New York City Mayor Eric Adams and Department of Sanitation Commissioner Jessica Tisch released heartfelt statements following the death of Richard Errico, a dedicated sanitation worker who lost his life while on duty. Richard, a 19-year veteran, served the neighborhoods of Douglaston, Little Neck, and Bayside. Mayor Adams expressed his condolences, saying, "Our thoughts are with Richard's family, friends, and co-workers. I met with his family and shared my deep sorrow for their loss. Richard worked tirelessly to keep our streets safe and clean. We should all remember him and his family in our prayers." He emphasized the importance of recognizing the hard work of sanitation workers, urging New Yorkers to show appreciation when they see them on the job. Commissioner Tisch echoed these sentiments, stating, "Tonight, we mourn the loss of Richard Errico. He served proudly as one of New York's strongest. I ask all New Yorkers to keep his family in their thoughts, including Carol, Brooke, Paige, and Tommy. May Richard's memory be a blessing to us all." We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feast. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. A major manhunt began in Birmingham, Alabama, following a nightclub shooting that left 4 people dead and 17 injured late Saturday night. The shooting occurred shortly after 11 p.m. in the city's Five Points South Entertainment District, a popular nightlife area. Police reported that at least 4 of the injured victims faced life-threatening injuries. Multiple individuals were caught in crossfire during the attack, which police believe was not random. Investigators indicated that the shooters targeted one of the deceased victims, suggesting a planned hit. Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurmond expressed condolences to the victims' families, emphasizing the devastating impact of the shooting on 21 lives. Officers found over 100 shell casings at the scene and have offered a reward for information leading to the arrest of the shooters. This incident marked the second mass shooting in Birmingham's nightclubs this summer, prompting Mayor Randall Woodfin to call for stricter gun safety regulations. He urged elected officials to address the ongoing gun violence crisis, highlighting the need for solutions beyond law enforcement alone. Olivia Munn and John Mulaney announced the birth of their second child, a daughter named May-June Mulaney, born via surrogate on September 14. Munn shared her joy on social media, describing the baby's arrival as a significant moment following her breast cancer diagnosis last year. In her post, Munn expressed gratitude for their gestational surrogate, calling her a real-life angel who kept their baby safe for 9 months. She shared her emotions about not being able to carry her daughter, stating, "My heart has exploded." Mulaney also shared the happy news, jokingly mentioning, "We stole so much stuff from the hospital," while expressing his love for their new addition. The couple welcomed their first child, son Malcolm, in November 2021. Munn revealed her breast cancer diagnosis in April, sharing details about her treatment, including a double mastectomy. She aimed to inspire others to seek support and awareness about breast cancer screening. Munn's positive experience with surrogacy highlights the couple's resilience amid challenges. The United Nations adopted a new pact for the future to tackle significant global challenges, including conflict, climate change, and human rights. This decision came despite last-minute objections from a group of countries led by Russia. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, who organized the Summit of the Future, described the event as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to enhance international cooperation. During the signing ceremony, leaders pledged to strengthen the multilateral system and address the needs of both current and future generations facing ongoing crises. The pact includes 56 specific actions focusing on multilateralism, upholding the UN Charter, and peacekeeping. It also calls for reforms to international financial institutions and the UN Security Council, along with renewed efforts to combat climate change and regulate artificial intelligence. Russia's deputy foreign minister proposed an amendment emphasizing non-interference in state affairs, but it was overwhelmingly rejected. While some diplomats saw potential in the pact, many expressed disappointment, describing it as a lukewarm response to the urgent challenges facing the world today. Now it's time for global updates. A roadside bomb targeted a convoy of foreign diplomats in northwest Pakistan, resulting in the death of a police officer escorting them. According to Zahidullah Khan, a police officer from the Swat district, the diplomats were heading to a tourist resort when the bomb exploded near their police van. The attack left one officer dead and 3 others injured, but all the foreign ambassadors were reported safe. The diplomats included representatives from countries such as Indonesia, Portugal, Kazakhstan, and Iran, who were visiting the Swat Valley at the invitation of the local Chamber of Commerce. Following the incident, police quickly rescued the diplomats and escorted them back to Islamabad. Pakistan's foreign ministry expressed condolences to the families of the victims, confirming that all diplomatic staff had returned safely. President Asif Ali Zardari condemned the attack, labeling the perpetrators as enemies of humanity. No group has claimed responsibility for the bombing. In response, police and the military imposed a curfew in the area and launched a search operation, as the Swat Valley has seen increased militant activity since late 2022. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. Anura Kumara Dissanayake, the Marxist leader of the Janata Vimukti Peramona, claimed victory in Sri Lanka's presidential election on September 22, 2024. This election marked the first runoff in Sri Lankan history, as no candidate received more than 50% of the initial votes. After counting second-choice votes, Dissanayake emerged as the winner, emphasizing that this victory belongs to all of us. Dissanayake, 55 years old, defeated the incumbent President Ranil Wickremesinghe, who had struggled to address the country's severe economic crisis. The win signified a major shift in Sri Lankan politics, as Dissannayake's party had previously garnered only 3% of votes in the 2019 election. Following a period of unrest, including mass protests against former President Gotabaya Rajapakse, many citizens expressed disillusionment with the old political elite. Dissannayake's campaign focused on anti-corruption and economic recovery, resonating with voters seeking change. As the results were announced, celebrations erupted in Colombo, with citizens hopeful for a new direction in governance and a promise to hold leaders accountable. A gas explosion occurred in a coal mine in Iran's South Khorasan province, killing at least 31 people and injuring 16 others, according to Interior Minister Iskandar Momeini. Local reports initially indicated that 51 people had died due to a methane gas blast in two sections of the privately owned mine operated by the Madanjio Company. 17 miners remained missing, and rescue teams were still 400 meters away from their last known location, expected to reach them by September 24 after clearing debris and excess gas. At the time of the explosion, 69 workers were in the mine. Ali Akbar Rahimi, the governor of South Khorasan province, stated that 76% of Iran's coal comes from this region, where several large companies operate. Labor Minister Ahmed Maidari confirmed that the mine had passed inspections last month and met safety regulations, denying any negligence. The explosion happened at 9 p.m. on September 21, and an investigation has been ordered by the public prosecutor. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and President Masoud Pezeshkian expressed their condolences to the victims' families. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. In a dramatic match on Sunday, John Stones scored a last-minute equalizer, securing a 2-2 draw for Manchester City against Arsenal, who played with 10 men for the entire second half. Arsenal's Leandro Trossard received a red card just before halftime, leaving his team to defend against City's attacks. Despite being a player down, Arsenal initially held their ground and was just seconds away from handing City their first home defeat since November 2022. City took the lead early in the match, but Arsenal responded with a strong performance, leveling the score at 1-1 before Trossard's dismissal. As the game approached its conclusion, tension filled the air, with both teams pushing for the win. In the dying moments, Stones found the back of the net, bringing relief to the home crowd and denying Arsenal a famous victory. The draw kept both teams in contention for the Premier League title, highlighting their status as top contenders in this fiercely competitive season. Inter Miami faced a setback in their pursuit of the Major League Soccer single-season points record on Saturday, settling for a 1-1 draw against New York City FC. Miami appeared on track for victory after Lionel Messi assisted Ecuadorian international Leonardo Campana's goal in the 75th minute, putting them ahead 1-0. However, in the dying moments of the match, New York defender James Sands scored a dramatic equalizer with a powerful header from a Santiago Rodriguez corner kick in the 5th minute of stoppage time. This late goal denied Miami what would have been their 20th win of the season. With the draw, Miami now has 64 points from 30 games. They need to earn 9 points from their remaining 4 matches to match New England's record of 73 points set in 2021. Despite the disappointment, Miami's performance was solid as they capitalized on New York's earlier missed opportunities. Messi was active throughout the match, nearly scoring early with a free kick. The result emphasized the competitive nature of the league as Miami continues to fight for a strong finish. We'll be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 19,373.74. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 58.68 points or 0.30%. Tokyo stock close price is 37,723.91. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 568.58 points or 1.53%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,736.81. The Shanghai index is increased by 0.79 points or 0.03%. Hong Kong stock close price is 18,258.57. The Hang Seng index is increased by 245.41 points or 1.36%. Bombay stock close price is 84,544.31. The Sensex index is increased by 1,359.51 points or 1.63%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Over 700 national security leaders support Harris against Trump. Trump says he wants to run again in 2028 if he loses in November. Biden holds Quad leaders to strengthen maritime security efforts. Mayor Adams and Commissioner Tisch honor fallen sanitation worker. Birmingham nightclub shooting leaves 4 dead, 17 injured in mass attack. John Mulaney and Olivia Munn announce birth of their second child amid health challenges. UN approves Pact for the Future to address global issues. Bomb attack on diplomatic convoy in Pakistan kills police officer. Sri Lanka's Anura Kumara Dissanayake wins historic presidential election. At least 31 dead in Iran coal mine blast. Stones rescues Manchester City with late equalizer against a 10-man Arsenal. And Messi's Inter Miami held to a frustrating draw by New York City FC. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel, and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV. And also in all European countries and Australia, available with the Sky Network, Worldwide Jado TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.